Hi friends and everyone. This is about part 2 video diverse topic. I think in Telugu video messages to NRI kids and next generation I place a video. In that I think I said marriage is a stupid institution. Just like I said. Then seen Kanu the user ID. I will place the screenshot. He wrote that is a false perspective. To state marriage is an accident. Marriage is an accident is what I said. So it is a beautiful moment to the true realization of who you are and created to be as a person. It is the union of two people to the glory of God's creation. There is nothing like marriage in the perspective of its true intent. So hats off. Thank you. I respect your opinion is what I wrote that day. So that is one. And coming to this part 2, whatever I left in the part 1, like marriage is two people union or two families, whatever, man. But here I'm not talking about on the positive side of the marriage, right? It's the dark side of the marriage coin is divorce, right? Like the gentleman said, right? MS student who wrote to me 3 years ago, if two Americans divorce, it's a genuine divorce. If one of them was Indian, it's a GC fraud. So I explained what is green card to people who do not know what is a green card. It's like an Aadhaar card in India. People die for it in U.S.C. Think that the card will make them super rich. That's one. And this is purely my perspective or analysis after I heard umpteen number of divorce cases or issues. Sorry. The marriage couple will be like this. Tom and Jerry, right? So they always fight. Like Tom and Jerry serials we used to watch on the TV, black and white channels, those days, black and white TV days. So it's a fun entertainment for neighbors and everyone. At work locations also Indians tell lies or stories. My husband is like that. I recorded one video, right? New York, New Jersey project 2011 to 15. The girl was telling she's from Chaudhary caste, married a Reddy boy, intercaste marriage, or the in-laws are asking more dowry, and whatever. Let us not go in detail. And the other type of the couple is, sorry for my bad English, because English is not my first language. My first language is Telugu, second language is Hindi, national language in India, third is English. So it's like a snake and mongoose. I said moose, that's the wrong word. Mongoose. So the first category is Tom and Jerry, which is fun and entertainment. The second category of the married couple is snake and mongoose. What happened? One definitely will die. We don't know whether snake will die or mongoose will die. So that is the kind of scenario many are living. And let me quote an example. One of the film directors, I will place his Twitter screenshot, Ram Gopal Verma, RGV. I saw his first movie, or maybe my first movie, Shiva, of that particular direction. And from then I stopped watching other movies because he's good at direction. He gave divorce to his wife and is free to do whatever he wants, right? So that's what many follow him, but they cannot do what he wants, what he is doing. That is stupidity, right? How can you do what others are doing? That also RGV explained. Let me not go into the details. Yeah, let me start. Since I'm in Detroit, I met one guy let us imagine his name is Subbarao. It's not the Subbarao, I'm changing the name. I went with a friend and he's drinking raw whiskey, and he said his wife gave a divorce and he cannot live without her. So these are the kind of movie stories that you come across in day-to-day lives in U.S.A. And when I go into details, came to know he's a sadistic husband, does a lot of marital rape, harass the woman, and the woman has 3 or 4 kids. She finally gave a divorce, and he has work from home option those days. So after getting GC, this is a problem. So then she went to California. She got a job there, and that's what happened. And finally, I don't know what happened. They say we didn't have divorce, we are all living together. Again, they reunited. I don't know. They sold the house, big 3 luxury cars, all that. That's one. And another story, if you read on my blog, I'm going year by year or day by day, I'm writing, right? There I explained one of my siblings from India joined when I was going back to, when on the edge of leaving America in 2009, sometime in March and April. If you read on blog, it will be helpful for you to understand some of the points I'm telling in this topic may not be there on the blog. But blog, you have that sequence of my H1B life in America, right? And there we met driving from California to SFO, Los Angeles Airport to Grand Canyon. On the way, we stopped at Nevada, Las Vegas, and then in the return or while onward journey, I don't remember, I got a telephone technical interview scheduled for medical department in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So then I have attended the interview. All that also I wrote there. There what happened, like you remember in my 10th, when I was in 10th grade or 11th grade, I proposed a girl. I went to their house and I told the father and their parents, I will, B.Tech is common in India, you know, right? Uncle, I will done my B.Tech, I will do my B.Tech and I will get a job and I will marry your daughter. That's what I told directly. Then they immediately get a B.Tech gold medalist and done her marriage. Smash her life. So, those days we don't have internet, we don't have communication, we are afraid to go, right? How can you go to other girls' house, like where I have siblings also, right? My siblings said don't go. So, because the only way of communication is you have to physically go to their house, somebody's house to communicate, because we don't have telephones, internet, and we don't have their house addresses. These inland covers used to write. That woman I met in Nevada. So my sister and that woman, and we are going to. My sister doesn't have some stuff. She needs to do some emergency shopping, and she is driving me and my sister. And what happened? She every day she carry the lunch to the 5th floor where his working husband and deliver it at his desk and come back to home. But since we are there that day, that woman could not go. She only dropped at the security of the building front office, and she came to the car. My sister and I were standing there. Then he called. She was crying over the phone. Then I said, "What? Why are you crying?" And she put on speaker, and she's like almost collapsed. So he's abusing in Telugu language. That woman, the sadist husband. What he's abusing is, why he's abusing? Can't you have time to come to the 5th floor and deliver the lunch? He got angry that we came to their house. My sister somehow they are friends, whatever. They have got connection, and then we finally met them on the way journey from Los Angeles to Grand Canyon. And he was scolding her just because she dropped the food at the security in the ground floor, or in American context it's called 1st floor instead of 5th floor. Then I was shocked. 2009, it is too new for me to understand. I thought America is my dream, right? And then I said to her, what the fuck? this nonsense, why are you living with him? Can't you give divorce? Then she said, if she gives divorce, go back to India, everybody will rape. Here in India, only this guy will rape. I was shocked, and what is this nonsense, man? So I thought this is only one story, but I realized, and he's a BTech civil engineer guy, and he's a gold medalist. You remember? Then the problem in India is, if you go and propose a girl, the parents will immediately get a IIT candidate or IIM candidate. MBA is famous for IIM and BTech for IIT, and gold, some other JNT and other, they get gold medalist. So they get one bakra, like one scapegoat from a gold medalist, from that sadist, not scapegoat, and then they get married to that girl. In my entire journey of life, I don't understand why the girl's parents spend too much of money for dowry or marriage, don't give any money to her. At least she can financially independent, she can come here, MS or any other foreign country, study MS or MBA, get a international exposure, experience, and then go back or not, or settle there, then marry whomever they want, right? I don't understand this fucking caste, region, religion, all these concepts. Though I was religious when I was in India. So I don't understand why they waste so much of money. They, for lavish, some say economy or spend whatever, culture, traditions. But the girl is ultimately suffering, right? You don't know what's her mind, what is there in her heart. You get one sadist and marry just because your neighbor's son came and said I love you to her. This is what I have seen many men in my childhood or journey of life. Many men cannot express this outside. So I'm just maybe voice of those people. So that is one case I thought, but several cases. And New Jersey also, he used to beat her, I don't know, but that girl woman used to call me brother, and by face we can tell what are their problems, right? Some of the women. And she told very openly, he wants only sex, only at the time of when he gets moved to have sex, then only he will call me to his room. Otherwise, his work from home option. Indian outsourcing company, Edison, New Jersey. He not drive, but he drive the car. He had 2 drunken drives or 3 drunken drives, and hit from the back of an American woman driving, and then cop stops. They have found vodka bottles in his jeans trouser pockets, and also under the seat, in the driver's seat. The cop arrested 3 times. 3 DUI gone, fucked up, man. If you are an H1B, 2 DUI itself, your green GC is gone. Then 5 I went to police station along with that woman, and then because we have to bring his car, and this guy also, right? Or sometimes the cop did not give the car, then we have to drive back this guy, right? It was a terrible, man. Then I called the brothers, whoever the person is there, right? And then doctor said, who are you to, what is the relationship to this guy? Then I said, he's my neighbor. Then he said, he's a chronic alcoholic, he will tell lies. So then he started blaming me, abusing me, whatever, because he was drunk. 24. Then cop put this handcuff to the bed. After we went there, only they released, because he's uncontrollably doing whatever he wants. Then finally they left for India, because the attorneys are asking too much of money, because 2 DUI itself is doubtful, 3 is gone. Cop said next time if we get arrested, then gone. So that's what happened. And then finally, while leaving, when she was crying, I said, don't cry. People who stuck in America or left over in US have to cry. You should feel happy going back to India. So did you complain to his what do you call his parents, in-laws, then they blame her. The problem is they blame her. She didn't give divorce, and that's what happened. It's very sad, man. So like these stories, unlimited are there. So the topic, this is the point, these are the points I want to tell which are left over in the, another point is, they send, like I said, right, they kick the kids to India for dollar's sake, but they don't waste money for babysitting. And most of the time work from home these days. Those days also some people have a privilege. They fuck women, man. There's no other and they never complain. Like I said, Cinderella Complex of Women is a book you need to read and have a courage. And karma theory we follow. I thought initially this is only Hindus problem, but when I went to India, one person called me. He said, "Sir, I'm watching your videos. You appear like a Jesus to me." And he shared his story from Guntur. One college principal, his H1B got RFE or finally refused. Before engagement, he said, if you want to cancel the match because he is not dying for the marriage. But they said, it's okay, brother, like that, whatever, it's okay, son-in-law, whatever. So finally he got married. Then what happened? They didn't send the girl to boy's house, man's house, and they secretly prepared for a F1 visa. They sent her to America on F1 visa. The husband doesn't know because she's staying in the father's house. Then the father-in-law filed a case on him, and he got IT job in Hyderabad. But since the case is in Guntur, he has to commute every week to Guntur to attend in the police station, whatever. I don't have those details. And I'm telling you, not only women, it's also men. There is a saying in Telugu, mullu charitak meeda padda, artak vachi mulli meeda padda, bokka artak ani. There is a banana leaf fall on the nail, or nail fall on the banana leaf. Either way, banana leaf will get spoiled, right? That's what I just said in Telugu. So and then finally the father-in-law filed the case on him, saying that 35 lakhs, I don't know how much, $1 is 81 rupees 30 paise is what I googled it before I start video. And can you imagine 35 lakhs by 80 you have to divide, and then you will get into dollars. It's too much of money. That money they ask him to pay. So some Americans on online writing comments, they don't understand the Indian culture, Indian mentality and psychology. They fucked up, man. That means Indians, they screw up other man's life. In H1B terms, if you want me to give an example, in JP Morgan Chase Bank, when I was working, I got H1B RFE 2016 to 17. The RFE is client letter. He showed on his computer, company policy, we don't give a client letter. My ex-employer's attorney said, bring that copy. He didn't forward. If he forward, I will take a printout and give it to our attorney. U.S.C wants a proof where the H1B slave or worker is working, but US clients won't give. Sometimes middle vendors won't give. Wipro did not give in North Carolina. TCS also won't give. First of all, they don't give. They break all rules, but they want a H1B cheap labor to work. So why I'm giving this example? So I got second RFE, same problem. So they don't give a client letter. When the RFE is for client letter, and every day ask, get out. You want $50,000 out of 135K salary, and insert two illegal layers. The layers want the money. So Americans, right? Do you report the ABS? I reported, man. I took it to the court. You type it in Google, you will get it. And then court said it's not a crime. So when your court sucks, or I don't know bad words, I can use it for judiciary or not. Judiciary sucks. Law sucks. Immigration law sucks. What else do you need? Then they said, Americans, you don't understand our court cases, or you don't understand how Indians are abusing. That's why Americans are losing jobs to 20 million Americans lost their jobs to Indian caste, region, outsourcing, religions, whatever. That I end there, because to understand for American viewers, I'm giving this H1B example. Coming to this Guntur woman case, she wrote, the Guntur boy case is suffering. That's how Indians are harassed and tortured. See, if A and B, man and female, loving each other or arranged marriage, okay. But if they have a problem, sort it out across the table and depart. That is the best option. But if they go to attorney in India, lawyer, it's expensive, waste of money. Like instead of living as a Tom and Jerry or a snake and mongoose, better you depart and live separately. Whether you call it, I'm not a liar or attorney, but whether you think it is an advice, I'm not giving an advice. I'm sharing my thoughts, rather than fucking each other and leaving each other and complaining each other, right? In the Guntur woman case, this guy is not giving a sign for an extension of our child US born kid passport expired in India. Then embassy will take the kid, right? Because whoever born in America, it is a property of America. That is what Indians also have to understand. When you die with COVID or something heart attack, if you did not write any will, your kids adopted by America. Forget about the word adopt. America will take it because they are American property. I don't know what this fucking Indian couple on non-immigrant visa have sex, don't know how to use condom and have kids and dumped in India. I don't understand what does America do. But when coming to Americans' questions, they say, what does court will do? For them to understand, I gave this example. Person A came to US on H1B and he kicked out his wife H4, and you can imagine vice versa, H4 H1B woman also, right? And kicked out to India and tell them a lie, and then he stayed here forever and applied for divorce and marry another woman. Court communicate to her or whatever, internet is not there, father died, so many problems, right? For them to understand, I record this example. Person A came from India on a non-immigrant visa, and then with family he returned to India and he killed his dependent wife and kid, example. Then he come back to US and applied for a divorce. No response from the other party. Take us, they are died and the other party is in India. That's what the Guntur woman asked. How come court in USA award divorce to primary applicant here when the dependent is in India, and court asked dependent to come to America when primary applicant is doesn't support, doesn't give? How can I come even to attend the court? She doesn't want America. She want him to back because they already filed divorce case there. His Indian passport renewal also, or whenever he needs to go sometime, right? His parents are living there. So the problem here is the girl's father died. If she has a brother like me, would go to that father-in-law's house there and then kick them, then this guy will return to India automatically. But he didn't go. So if the person killed dependents and come back to America and applied for divorce and marry another woman, what do? Then he said court go by evidence. What evidence? When the party B is out of country, party B is dead, no response, and party B is killed by party A, and you are giving divorce to party A. How do you justify it? Fuck man, there is nothing called justice, like a JP Morgan case, right? If I have recorded one video where he was asking, Kumar, give me money, I insert my friend, I want to promote his business. If I have that video, I would have hold his balls and give this video to HR on the spot, and I would have kick the fucking project, man. That is the way H1B is called indentured servitude. They fucked with the employer. And H1B is called indentured servitude. The dependents of H1B are even worse life. So, can you imagine how this fucking, I don't know whether to blame non-immigrant visa systems in not only US, UK or anywhere. When I Google it, I found thousands of women in India are marching in Delhi every year fighting for justice. There is no justice because the other party stuck hiding in the foreign country, right? Like Vijay Mallya went, what the fuck India is doing? Can't bring, right? India received millions or billions remittance, but they don't care about Indians living outside India. India means, I'm not blaming country, the governments. They have to respond, they have to help the victims. That's why I said don't go for a H1B foreign bridegrooms, because if you die for a foreign bridegrooms, if they hit your daughters, then you can't do anything. Whereas in India, if your son-in-law hit your daughter, you can go and slap that fucking asshole or his parents. Vice versa, if woman is bad, but the law in India supports women and law in America supports women. Thank you. I hope I have 26 minutes I spoke about diverse 2-part video. Let me know if any further questions. I will add the Twitter screenshots, and part 3 I will answer their questions. Thank you.